So we're almost at the end of our second week of COVID-19 isolation. We're not showing any symptoms still, so we're just socially isolating. It's been quite a strange week, really. We're quite used to going out on Saturdays and doing something, so it's been quite different for us not going anywhere on Saturday. Unfortunately, a minority of people decided that they would go out on Saturday because it was such beautiful sunny weather, and as a result, even more stringent directions have been placed on us by the government. So basically, you're only allowed out of the house to do something essential, like if you work in on a key worker position, or if you're going to exercise once per day, or you're going to get food, which you should do as infrequently as possible, or you're going to get medicines or whatever. So we've been at home, and I've quite enjoyed it, to be perfectly honest. I've enjoyed the peace and quiet and being able to relax, the not rushing around everywhere, just being able to go out in the back garden and hear the birds tweeting and enjoy the sunshine outside in the garden. And I found it really quite peaceful. George has had quite a bit of work sent to him by school, so that's kept him busy. And also, speaking of school, they've telephoned to check how we're doing, so that was good of them. John's found it quite stressful, particularly when more stringent measures were introduced, because he had images of them putting padlocks on the front door and stopping us going out, which obviously hasn't happened and isn't going to happen. So essentially, it's just exactly the same as what we had been doing, staying at home and only going out if necessary, that now police have powers to enforce. So what have we been up to? Apart from George doing his schoolwork, we've actually replaced the bed system in the Opus. We got the Opus out, put that up and replaced the bed system in that, so hopefully it'll be a little bit more comfortable whenever we get to take it out next. We're also probably one of many subscribers to Disney Plus, which is really cool because there are so many films on there that I haven't seen in years, so that's been quite exciting. In fact, I think the first film we watched on there was Who Framed Roger Rabbit, because I haven't seen that in years. And I found a photograph that I had taken at Disney's MGM Studios, as was, well, sort of Roger Rabbit related anyway. I've also got plans to start doing the upstairs bathroom. I had plans to redecorate it last year. I bought all the stuff ready to do it, and I just did not have the time to do it. Well, I do now, so that's on the agenda as well. And I think the most important thing for us, being at home and sort of having this sense that we can't really go anywhere or do anything outside of the home because it's not deemed essential, obviously. It's been trying to find things to do to keep ourselves busy so that you're not actually thinking about that. I think that's been the most difficult thing to do. I have been out to do the shopping, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. From the rows and rows of empty shelves that I saw a couple of weeks ago, there was actually stuff there in the supermarket. There wasn't as much choice as usual, and some things that I would normally buy weren't there, so I had to kind of compromise and go for an alternative, which meant that my shopping bill was higher than it would normally be. And I noticed as well in the supermarket they've got tape on the floor to mark out where you can stand when you're going to the checkout. They've got crosses up the aisle so you have a 2 metre gap between you and the person in front of you. And then at the checkout itself, they've got tape on the floor saying where you can stand to unpack your shopping onto the conveyor belt and where you stand afterwards when the cashier's putting it through the scanner so that you can pack it up. It wasn't that crowded. It was all quite civilised, really, I thought. I think what we need to do is to distract ourselves and just find things to do so that we're not thinking about what's going on out there. And to look out for each other, which is the beauty of social media, obviously, where you can just keep in touch with people so that you can just check on how everybody's doing and how they're holding up, because some people are really, really struggling and they're quite anxious. My worry is that children will not go back to school before the end of the school year in July, so they could be off all of that time. And I think for those that are in year 6 or year 11 or year 13, I think that's awful for them. So George is in year 11, so if he doesn't go back to school, he won't go back to that school at all, because in September he starts college, and so he won't be going back at all. And same for students in year 13. So if they don't go back at all, they won't go back to their colleges at all. They'll just be off to university in September. And for the children in year 6, they won't go back to their primary school again because they'll be starting high school in September. So I really hope, for the sake of children in year 6, 11 and 13, children and young people, should I say, that something can be arranged for them so that they can get the chance to go back and just say goodbye and celebrate the end of an era. I really hope so, because I think it will be quite sad if that doesn't happen for them. Fingers crossed that that happens, that they do manage to go back before school closes at the end of July. I'm not quite sure how likely that is right now, but I really do hope that does happen. It's not been a very exciting week. Basically, in summary, what we've done is we've done the bed system in the Opus. We've done lots of homework from school. We've watched lots of Disney Plus since it launched on Tuesday. John's been recording his radio shows. And I've done the shopping, and that's about it really. And the most important thing, I think, is we've enjoyed each other's company, and we've enjoyed the peace and just listening to the sounds of nature rather than the roar of traffic. So that's been good. I hope you've enjoyed catching up with us, and if you have, please like and subscribe if you don't already. Thanks again, and see you next time. Bye.